some of the key remaining barriers facing the approval and ultimate clinical adoption of cell and gene therapies, well, first and foremost is clinical trial data. You can treat all the mice that you want, but really when things get to human testing, that's where we have the ultimate assessment of whether there is a new therapy that can be moved towards approval. I think it's challenging to think of the long time horizon sometimes. There are unanticipated detours, but we're learning so much about the characteristics of cell and gene therapies. We have so many more tools and technologies now than we did even 5 years ago. And I think that's going to rapidly inform the progress of translating to clinical trials. And when one thinks about moving from single center to multi-center clinical trials, then we get into things like clinical onboarding. Have the clinicians dealt with cell therapies before? What about the nurses, the pharmacists, the personnel in the stem cell laboratories, of course, are familiar, but in some of the other departments, maybe not so familiar. So that's also a training aspect of onboarding a new technology. And then finally, I make the point on pricing and reimbursement. Cell and gene therapies have potential for single use or perhaps a few uses for durable long-term benefit. How do we think about an upfront higher price and that durable benefit? And particularly in the United States, where we have third-party payers, people may change jobs, they may change health insurance. So we've got to think about some novel methods of reimbursement, value-based reimbursement, and other models that fit in with the health economics of these new types of therapies. But I'm optimistic because the incentive is the technology that is successfully treating and curing patients.